$230,000 a year. $2,100 in the bank. Read that again. Ryan and Sarah earn more than 85% of American households. 2 degrees. 2 careers. 1 financial plan that should work on paper, but paper doesn't pay for daycare. Last Thursday, Ryan sat in the pickup line at his son's Montessori preschool, the one that costs $1,800 a month, more than his first apartment in college. And he opened his banking app to buy a $6 iced coffee. He stared at the balance. He closed the app. He put the phone down. Ryan is a senior software engineer in Austin, Texas.
Look at
He makes $145,000 a year.
Lower than expected.
His wife, Sarah,
yes,
a UX designer, makes $85,000 combined. That's $230,000 flowing into their household every single year. He couldn't buy the coffee. Today I'm going to show you exactly how a $250,000 income disappears before it ever builds a single dollar of wealth. And there's one force driving it that Ryan still doesn't see. Ryan isn't bad with money. Ryan is caught inside something I call the income illusion. The gap between what your paycheck promises and what your bank account actually delivers. And that gap doesn't shrink when you earn more. It grows because every system around you, the tax code, the housing market, the childcare industry, your own psychology, is calibrated to extract more from people who earn more. Here's what nobody told Ryan on the day he got promoted. A 6-figure salary trap doesn't feel like a trap. It feels like progress. The mortgage approval feels like a win. The second car payment feels reasonable. The Montessori tuition feels like good parenting. Each individual decision makes sense, but stacked together, they form a machine that eats every dollar before it reaches savings. The Federal Reserve Survey of Consumer Finances tells a story most people don't want to hear. Households in the 80th to 90th income percentile, families earning roughly what Ryan and Sarah earn, often carry thinner liquid savings relative to their income than households earning far less. They're not irresponsible. They're operating inside a system that rewards spending and punishes accumulation at their exact income level. Let's prove it. Let's do this math together. Grab a napkin. I'm serious. Ryan's gross household income, $230,000. Sounds enormous. Now watch it disappear. Federal and state income taxes in Texas. And yes, Texas has no state income tax, which means Ryan is already getting a better deal than most. Plus, Social Security and Medicare contributions take roughly $48,000. They max out 1401k at the employer match.
Yes.
After mandatory deductions, their combined take-home is about $13,800 a month. Now, the fixed costs, mortgage on a $520,000 house in a good Austin school district, $3,400, including property tax and insurance. Texas, property tax alone runs about $9,200 a year on that house. 2 car payments, a RAV4 lease and a Civic loan, $1,180. Daycare for 1 toddler, $1,800. Student loans from 2 graduate degrees, $780. Health, auto, and life insurance. Beyond employer coverage, $420. That's $7,580 in non-negotiable monthly costs. From
went down quite a bit this month.
$13,800,
Yes, but we
Ryan
still
and
have
Sarah now have
$6,220
$6,220 for everything else.
left.
Groceries
Did we
for a
get the
family of
right
3 in
brand
Austin.
of cereal?
And they do the Costco run every 2 weeks.
I want
Because
this one.
they're trying to be
We
smart.
can get that
Still
one.
run
It's on
$950 a month. Utilities, internet, phone plans, $480. Gas and car maintenance for 2 vehicles, $380. That leaves $4,410. Now, here's where the income illusion takes hold. There's an entire category of spending that never shows up in any budget template because you don't even recognize it as spending. The Bureau of Labor Statistics Consumer Expenditure Survey reveals something that should scare every high earner reading this. The higher your income, the larger the percentage you spend on categories labeled other services, subscriptions, convenience, dining, not luxury goods. Maintenance costs for the life your income built.
Ryan.
Ryan and Sarah don't think they're extravagant.
Let me run the numbers
They don't
again.
own a
There
boat.
has to be something we missed.
They haven't been to Europe. But here's their invisible bleed every single month. DoorDash and takeout, because both work late and collapse on the couch by 8 p.
We really
M.
appreciate it.
$1,400. They know this number. They've tried meal planning apps. They still order DoorDash. Subscriptions they've lost track of. Streaming. Peloton that Sarah used for 3 months. Cloud storage. The meditation app. Amazon Prime. The kids learning apps. $340. Weekend spending that feels like nothing. A Saturday Target run. Brunch once a month to a birthday party gift for another toddler every other week. $680. Lawn service because the HOA sends letters. If your grass hits 4 inches, $200.
Sure?
One modest date night a month, $180. That's $2,800 a month.
If this keeps happening.
Not on luxury.
The calculator says
On the
we are
operating
still
cost
short.
of being a dual income family with a toddler in a competitive neighborhood, nobody line items DoorDash because we're exhausted in a financial plan. But that single habit cost Ryan and Sarah $16,800 a year. More than the national average annual contribution to a 401k from their $4,410 remaining. After the invisible costs, they're left with roughly $1,600. 1 car repair, 1 dental bill, 1 holiday flight home to see parents. And that $1,600 evaporates. Some months, it goes negative. That's when the credit card fills the gap. This is the 6-figure salary trap in its purest form. Every dollar has been assigned a job before Ryan even wakes up on Monday. But here's the part that's truly insane.
Wow,
Ryan got an 8% raise this year.
Finally fix the patio.
So did Sarah.
Wait, why
Their
does
household
the
income
graph
went up by
say we
almost
still have
$18,000.
That doesn't make any
Their
sense.
savings didn't move. Not $1. The raise vanished, and they gave it away voluntarily. Here's what happened. The quarter after those raises landed, they moved their
here it
son
is,
from the neighborhood
the Montessori
daycare
school.
to a Montessori program.
$600 just
$600 more a month. Sarah leased the new RAV4 because the old Corolla needed a transmission repair, and honestly, they could afford the upgrade. Now, $480 more a month. They started a lawn service. They bumped the grocery budget because Sarah wanted to try cooking with better ingredients. The Whole Foods effect. Each decision felt small. Each decision felt earned. We work hard. We deserve this. But this is what economists call the lifestyle ratchet. It turns freely in one direction. You upgrade easily. But try turning it back.
Sorry,
Try canceling the
sweetie,
Montessori.
but we
Try returning the
decided
RAV4.
against the
Try
swim
telling your kid he
lessons
can't
this
do swim
year.
lessons anymore. And it locks.
This
The pain
is a
of
classic
downgrading
example
feels
of loss
twice as
aversion,
intense as the
where
pleasure
the
of
fear
upgrading.
taking a perceived downgrade
That's not a metaphor.
outweighs the potential
Daniel Kahneman's
for an
research on
upgrade.
loss aversion measured it. Losing something hurts roughly twice as much as gaining the equivalent. Ryan's neighbor Dave is a park ranger, makes $62,000 a year, drives a 2016 Tacoma with a dent in the bumper, paid off his house in 2023, has an 8-month emergency fund sitting in a high-yield savings account doing nothing exciting, took 3 weeks off last summer because he felt like it. Ryan hasn't taken a real vacation in 2 years. Ryan earns more than double what Dave earns. Dave is wealthier by every measure that matters. The difference isn't income, it's the gap between income and identity. Dave never upgraded his lifestyle to match a paycheck. Ryan upgraded everything, and now the lifestyle owns him. This is the high earner, not rich yet trap. Henry. You earn too much to feel sympathy for yourself, but not enough to outrun the machine. Bankrate's research has found that roughly 36% of households earning over $100,000 report living paycheck to paycheck. Not because they're reckless, because the system, housing costs, child care costs, the tax code's middle-class donut hole, and the social pressure to perform success is engineered to capture exactly their income level. Most financial advice tells you the answer is discipline. Make a budget. Stop buying lattes. That advice is worthless. Because Ryan's problem was never the coffee. Ryan didn't fail. The incentive structure failed him. Let me show you what I mean. The American childcare system charges families like Ryan and Sarah between $15,000 and $25,000 per year per child. And those costs spike in exactly the income bracket where subsidies phase out. Earn $10,000 more, lose a childcare tax credit worth $6,000.
Is where many find themselves.
You worked harder.
Needing a calculator.
The math punished you. The housing market in mid-tier
suggests a
cities like
strong
Austin,
seller's market,
Raleigh,
with prices
and Nashville added
consistently
40
trending
to
upward.
60% to home
But how are
prices
we supposed
between
to compete
2019
with
and
that?
2024. Ryan didn't buy a mansion. He bought a 3-bedroom in a neighborhood with a decent school rating. The
5 years
median
ago, it
price
was
for
this
that
much.
house would have been
Now it's skyrocketed.
$320,000
What am I gonna
5
do?
years earlier.
The
He
housing
paid
market recovery has been
$520,000 for
While
the
some
same
homeowners
walls
cashed
and the
out
same
big,
roof.
Others saw only minimal
Here's a
gains.
test. Open your banking app right now. Seriously. I'll wait. Add up every recurring charge, subscriptions, memberships, Autopreis. Everyone, I'll bet the number is at least double what you think it is. And the credit industry? It's perfectly optimized to offer Ryan a $28,000 credit limit. He doesn't need every pre-approved offer, every you've earned a higher limit. Notification is a trapdoor built into the floor of the income illusion. The system doesn't want Ryan to save. A saving Ryan is a non-productive Ryan. A spending Ryan generates fees, interest, transaction revenu, and economic activity. Ryan's consumption is someone else's business model. So if every system around you is built to extract your income before you can convert it to wealth, what's actually left? What's left is the one thing no system can take from you. The decision to stop performing wealth and start building it, not by earning
Focusing on
more.
ever-rising
Ryan already
income can
proved
be
that doesn't
stressful.
work.
The real goal
by defining a number,
your lifestyle number,
not an income
the
number.
amount needed for true
A
financial
lifestyle number,
independence.
the amount that's enough, and routing every dollar above that line into something the machine can't touch before it ever hits the checking account. If Ryan and Sarah kept their lifestyle exactly where it was before the raises and auto-transferred that $1,500 a month into an index fund, they'd have over $280,000 in new wealth in 10 years, from money they currently light on fire without noticing. That's the exit from the income illusion. Not more income. More margin. Here's your move. Tonight, not tomorrow. Tonight. Open your banking app. Find every subscription, every auto pay, every recurring charge. Add them up. Write that number down. That number is the monthly rent you pay to maintain an identity. Decide if it's worth it. If
How
you
are we
know
going to
a
pay all
couple
of this?
pulling in six figures who
This bank
secretly
statement
can't
makes
figure
no
out where it all
sense.
goes, send them this video. Not as a lecture, as a lifeline. Next on Golden Cage, why your dream house might be the most expensive trap you'll ever walk into, and how to know before you sign. I'll see you there. Individual results vary. Consult a qualified financial professional for advice specific to your situation.